Hi, it's Alison and you're very welcome to this video where I'm going to talk to you about mindful eating. What does that even mean? We hear the word mindfulness being thrown around so much lately, but what does it mean in relation to our digestion, how we eat and what we eat? Well, very simply, we're in the stress state most of the time, even when we don't realise it. So, this is the way we should be. A little bit of bounce back ability and resilience, but most of us are like this from the minute we wake up in the morning. And when we're like this in the stress state, it's not good for our physiology. So we want to bring ourselves out of the stress state and into the rest and digest state before eating. Because when we're in the stress state, it's like having your foot on the accelerator of a car, or you could be accelerating, braking, really abruptly, which really is not good for your body, as you can imagine. Just think about if you had your foot on the accelerator of the car for a long time, or if you were braking and accelerating, you'd burn the engine of your car out, right? Now, I want you to imagine that your body is like a car, and if you don't fuel it correctly and treat it properly and drive it in a considered fashion, you're going to damage it, right? And this body is the only one we have in this lifetime. We can't switch it over. Stress is not good because it shuts down your ability to break down and digest your food, and this means that you can't absorb the extra nutrients needed for optimal health. It also increases the stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline rushing around our body that keep us on high alert all the time. This was great when we were running from saber-toothed tigers, but we're not running from saber-toothed tigers anymore. So look, by practicing some simple breathing techniques, we can bring ourselves out of the stress state and into the rest and digest mode, which is really important. This shifts the type of hormones we excrete, and now we are excreting hormones like DHEA, otherwise known as the vitality hormone. We also switch back on our digestive system. And now, all of our little digestion workers can clock in and get back to work, helping you to eat slower, breaking down your food correctly, which leads to less digestive issues and overall better health. So, before you eat, there's some very simple things you can do. By simply taking 3 really deep, long, slow breaths, we can get ourselves ready to eat our meal. So let's do a little short practice together before we have our meal today. And you can do a practice like this anytime, anywhere. So we don't even need to close our eyes. We're going to take 3 really long, slow, deep breaths together. So let's breathe in and hold at the top and slowly breathe out through your mouth. And again. And hold at the top and slowly breathe out. And last one, breathe in and hold at the top and slowly breathe out. What can also be really good and helpful before you eat is to think of a calming or a beautiful emotion that helps you to feel in a less stressed state. I love to think of myself at the beach, sitting at the edge of the ocean and visualizing the waves coming in and out with my feet in the beautiful warm sand. You can think of your favorite place that you like to travel to, or close your eyes and imagine the warm sun on your face. This helps to change the physiology of your body by changing the emotional state, because our emotions are, yes, energy. Emotions are energy in motion. Digestion actually happens in stages. The first stage is cephalic, which is thinking about food. Just by thinking about food sets off the digestive enzymes in our mouth. Then we have masticating and chewing. Then it goes into the esophagus, into the stomach, where the acid is produced to break down the food, and so on and so forth. And each stage of the digestion is like a domino effect. It's like a signaling system. And when stress comes in, it interrupts the signaling system and shuts the whole thing down. It does this because the stress response tells you that you're in danger, and so you need all your energy to fight whatever danger you're in. Therefore, it turns off the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala lights up, and you're ready in fight, flight, or freeze. So to not be in this state while we eat is really, really, really important because, let's face it, food has become somewhat of an inconvenience today, but our convenient foods are costing us, and they're costing us health-wise. We're also not eating together as a family. We're not taking time to eat, but food is really important because what is it? It's information. It's information for our body, mind, and spirit. It programs our body to be healthy or unhealthy. It programs our body to feel vital and full of health or to be at a dis-ease with itself. So take time to choose wisely when you eat. Don't eat in front of a computer. Don't eat in front of the TV. Try not to eat in the car in a rush. But even if you do the odd time, remember, 3 deep breaths, taken slowly, help to put your body in the rest and digest mode and help your tummy to help you. Enjoy your food. Thank you.